So I'm jumping on here to talk about the when you're 28, what happens when you're around 28 to 29 with Saturn is your Saturn goes into a return, which means it's coming back to the exact place it was at when you were born. So when you're 28, you'll likely experience shifts in your life, big shifts. They can come in a lot of different ways, and you're learning what your values are and what is important to you. And then 28 years later, you'll experience another Saturn return at 56. But for right now, and for this video, we're going to talk about when you're 28 and that Saturn return is happening. So what I would tell you when you're experiencing this is to know that it happens to everyone when they're around 28, and to invite you to bring in all the resources that you have available to you during this time so that you can make aligned decisions, seeking guidance. If you like working with a therapist or other supportive mentor, I personally like getting intuitive energy readings and timeline therapy for myself, and a lot of other things besides that, but specifically I would recommend those when you are going through your Saturn return, your first Saturn return, and for any planetary transition, but especially during that time, so you can be receiving support. So just know that if you are 28 and you're wondering what these shifts have been about that you've been experiencing, it's your Saturn return, so that is good news. It is not just you experiencing this randomly, and there's a lot of resources you can read about Saturn return as well, so I'm just highlighting a little bit of basic information here. So Saturn rules responsibility and discipline. Saturn loves discipline. So building routines, like something very small, like adding some more steps to your day, writing in a journal for 10 minutes in the morning, reading a favorite book for 10 minutes, listening to a podcast on your commute to work, little things like that that add up over time. So for me, I am starting to share these just little talks about various topics that interest me and hopefully are beneficial for you, or at least interesting to you. So yeah, the Saturn return is pretty fascinating to me because it is such an important life shift and really will direct the course of your life, especially the next few years. So if you're around that age and you are just tuning into this, definitely you can ask me some questions here in the comments about Saturn return and what you'd like me to dive into more on that topic. And if you are younger than 28, haven't experienced your Saturn return yet, just know that there's plenty of support out there when you are going through that transition, and it will guide you into the place that you are supposed to be, and to trust that. And if you've already experienced your first or second Saturn return, maybe this will help you as you're reflecting back on that time and provide some clarity as to what you might have been experiencing with Saturn's movements. So thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content on topics like this: astrology, human design, numerology, meditation, psychology. I have studied psychology and have my undergrad in sociology and psychology and education, and I'm doing further studies as well, and then I'm also a certified yoga instructor. But I'll probably start to put a little bio on here for you guys, and let me know a little bit about yourselves in the comments and any Saturn return questions. And see you next time.